name is Dakin Morris, and for many years I've wanted to catch a trespasser on camera. My goal is to catch someone stealing my precious white gold. Last year I got the job done and caught Shrek on camera. This year I want to do better. I know exactly what you're thinking. Dakin, how are you just gonna randomly catch a trespasser? It's pretty simple, guys. Let me explain. Welcome to part 2 of catching a trespasser.
As you guys know, I am the master baiter. It's colder than a titty out. Last year, I put out white gold and caught a trespasser. This year, I'm adding a little bit extra challenge to it. I'm going to be having a 300-pound test line holding onto this antler. Oh, good God, we're going to get some people this year. Camera number 1, I'm going to put up there.
You know, I'm doing this for pure enjoyment. Am I a menace to society? Potentially. I think it's as funny as hell if somebody sees something off the side of the road, gets curious, and they're gonna come over on this property and say, you know what, let's check it out. And if they can do that, I can do this.
This camera I'm gonna actually screw in over here. It's gonna be brilliant, guys. We got camera number 2 here set up. We're gonna set up our 3rd one. Oh, that is tight. Oh yeah. Camera number 3. Our bait's gonna be right where my tripod's at. That camera there. And then we have a camera back here. This is by far the most crucial step of our investigation. We gotta set the trap. You hear that? That's called tension, baby.
This is where I'm going to tie. It's right on the bottom of this fence. That way, dude, honestly, they could catch some serious momentum. Oh shit.
Let's just say, for example, you're running this way, Mac. Look, you're gonna get to about right here, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, you can't take it anymore. I'm gonna just turn all these cameras on and then we'll see what happens.
3 weeks went by and it was time to check our trap. All cameras were here and the cellular camera gave me no sign of a trespasser.
I have failed to be the master baiter, which means we have to change up our options here. Whenever I first put these out, I was sitting in the snow. And so whenever the snow melted, they kind of sat a little below where you can kind of see them from the road. I'm gonna put this stick in the ground still, because I kind of like it. Prop it up. Now, we're cooking with penis oil. Those are gonna be straight sniped, bro.
After moving my trap, I was then checking Mac and I's squirrel feeder, and then something crazy happened.
Okay guys, there's a truck that just stopped by the road. I'm literally like 200 yards away, and I think they might have saw my shed. But I also think they might have saw me, so I don't think they're getting out of their car. So I'm gonna go interrogate here soon, but I'm gonna grab my squirrel feeder and then go check it out. All right, let's go see who it is.
I'm confused. So I drive close to the vehicle. They're putting in something in the back of their truck. I have no idea. Moral of the story is, as soon as I, get close to them, they pack up and leave pretty quick. So I have no idea what they grabbed. It looked like they were in the creek of some sort, grabbing something, maybe a dead body that they retrieved. And I hope that they saw my sheds and they're going to come back later, because how ironic would that be if the person I just filmed ends up being the person that takes the shot.
2 weeks passed and I had some stuff show on the cellular camera that got my attention. The antlers were moved, but who moved them was my question.
I'm a little unsure. There was a ranger that drove by. It looks like somebody might have walked. I didn't get to see the live footage yet.
Well, it turns out suspect number 2 was the person who moved it. I don't think he meant any harm. However, I still have no idea who was in this Ranger and walking around. Thanks for not touching my sheds, man.
So I think I'm gonna up the ante. I'm going to put the sheds with the string, quite literally put the sheds right next to the road. In this scenario, I'd probably take the shed. So if anybody takes the shed, good for them. However, they're gonna have a little surprise when they end up yanking and cranking. Mackie, you wanna move some sheds? Okay, so, I'm sure my ass crack was out there. I'm just gonna move them into fucking enemy territory. That screams, take me, brother. Sure, Mac, go ahead, do that. That's fine. And that's how it works.
It was time to set the final trap. Let's move the cameras into a place they could definitely be taken and wait to see if we can catch our trespasser.
2 cameras up and rolling. This is the grand finale. We've officially got into the final check to see if these cameras have caught a trespasser. Our sheds look like they might have been touched. They are now laying on top of each other. Our trail cameras are still here. Now we just have to see if the SD cards are still in the camera. If they are, we should definitely have caught a trespasser for today's video. All the evidence now lies on these 2 cameras. If you guys remember correctly, these sheds were laid on top of each other. That is not how I left them, which means what? Somebody was touching these sheds, and today we're gonna find out. First card going in. Camera has audio, guys. This is a new one, okay? So we got our first car driving by. Nothing too crazy happening here. We got some deer sniffing it, cruising through. That looks like headlights. Actually, no, that's just the infrared from the other camera. Good. Big brain. We got to play each one of these to figure out. So the car drove by. Uh-oh, guys. Oh, he's putting it in reverse. Dude, he sees him. Look at it. Oh, he's getting out. Oh, he sees him. Oh, he's...
The odds of him dropping him right there.
Oh. And then the video cuts off. We have a system, guys. Next year, we are going to rail these people hard. Make sure you subscribe.